Hey YouTube, how's it going? Despite the frigid chill that happens to be in the air lately, the cold winter weather, which is finally set in, I actually got to go on an adventure today. It was super exciting, something that I hadn't really planned on doing and something that I normally wouldn't do because I absolutely hate being cold. But I'm so glad I went even though I did get chilled. About a 45-minute drive from my campus, there's this place called the Ebon Ice Caves. And it wasn't what I expected. We drove out there, both of my roommates and one of their friends and I was told to dress warm, so I had on leggings and jeans. I don't own snow pants, sadly. Boots and a tank top, and over that was a long sleeve shirt, a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, and then of course my coat. I had a scarf, two pairs of gloves, two pairs of socks, a hat, the works. I was ready for anything. Probably would have been more ready if I'd had snow pants because my legs ended up getting really cold, but I survived. That's what matters. So we drove out there. We almost got lost, but we didn't. We managed to find our way. There were some helpful signs. We got out there. There were like maybe 15 cars parked, so we parked where all the other cars were parked, and then we saw there was a big path leading out to the woods. We're in the middle of nowhere already. There's like barns off in the distance. No cows, but it was in the middle of nowhere, so we started heading off where we saw the path going. We reached the woods, and that's when I started feeling happy. I definitely miss being in and near and around the woods, because, I mean, there's trees up here at my campus. There are woods, but not really ones that are open that I know of, so it was really nice to be able to be in the woods, to walk. We were on a beaten snow path. It wasn't paved, it wasn't wood chipped, nothing. It was just snow that other people had walked on. It looked like some sleds had been on. And so we walked, just kind of moving along. It was kind of windy, but once we hit the woods, that died down. It wasn't very, I think it was 30, 34, somewhere in there, so right around freezing. Just perfect weather for it. After a while, it stopped being a smooth road and started getting really hilly, and my roommates had fun because they had snow pants on. They were sliding down the hills. I ended up hugging a lot of trees trying to get down, trying to manage to not get my pants wet, which I did succeed in doing. I might add, I was very proud of myself because it was icy in a lot of spots. So we went down over the hills. We walked for maybe, I don't know, I might be over-exaggerating. I felt like it was close to 2 miles there and back. It might have been more like a mile, maybe a mile and a half. I'm not sure. I'm terrible at judging distance, but we were gone for 2 hours, so maybe 2 miles there. So that was okay. We walked across snow and hill and dale and in the woods, and it was just beautiful. Of course, when we reached our destination, I instantly knew. The Ebon Ice Caves are, it's where it's not what it sounds like. I thought it was going to be like a series of caves that you walked through. Really what it was it looked like a waterfall had frozen. Go figure. Making all of these icicles, which were very beautiful to look at. You could go right up to the walls. And then there was just a very shallow cave behind it. Honestly, like 5 feet in, and you were at the end of it. So it wasn't very deep. But there was a lot of ice, very thick ice. It was a little freaky because the ice was melting, because like I said, I think it was about 34, somewhere right around there, so it was just warm enough that the ice was slowly melting, but no one died. There were a lot of people there too, taking pictures, laughing, playing, sledding. We actually my roommates ended up climbing up and sliding a little bit, so that was a lot of fun. Then we climbed to the top of the waterfall, which we just went around it the way that my roommates went up to sled, except we kept going and made it up to the top, and we could peer over the edge, and no one else was up there, so that was kind of cool. And then that was just beautiful. We took a lot of pictures. Then we started following, I want to say deer trail, but it wasn't deer, it was a people trail, but a less traveled trail. And which eventually met up with the main trail, but for a while it was kind of cool because I was just running through the woods. It was really comfortable and made me feel happy, and it was beautiful, like I keep saying. I mean, it wasn't sunny out, but it was just nice. Anyway, we eventually met up with the main trail again, and at that point my roommates decided that they were going to keep throwing one another in the snowbank, giving whitewashes, throwing snow in their faces. I ended up getting a little snow in my face, but I was very fortunate. No one threw me in the snowbank because I did not have snow pants on and they didn't want me to die, so that was exciting. They ended up throwing my roommate's friend in the snow and tackling him, so that was a lot of fun, just a lot of snow flying. and just good-natured fun. So yeah, usually winter comes and I hit hibernation mode. I stay inside. I never go out unless if absolutely necessary. I shiver and freeze on the couch. But it was nice to have a little bit of a change this year, to go for a walk for 2 hours and to enjoy the snow in the woods and the beauty of it all, and just really get out there, try something new. So that was a lot of fun. My name is Keps and I approve this message.